My mom said, "You'll regret speaking up." I said, "You'll regret staying silent." She was sitting at the kitchen table, hands clasped around a mug she'd reheated 3 times that morning. The smell of burnt coffee filled the room, the same way tension filled the air between us. I had just told her I was reporting my uncle to the police, her brother, the man who'd been helping around the house since Dad died. Mom's face went pale. "You don't know what you're saying, Lily," she whispered. "You'll ruin this family." I'd spent years pretending I was fine, that his late-night visits were accidents, that my locked door meant I was just a moody teenager. I kept quiet because she told me to, because she said, "He's family. He loves you. But love doesn't make you afraid to sleep." So that morning, I told her everything. Every visit, every bruise I learned to hide, every time she looked away. Her voice shook. "You'll regret speaking up." I looked her in the eye. "You'll regret staying silent." She didn't follow me when I walked out. I heard her crying, but I couldn't stay. I had an appointment with a detective at the station. The report took 3 hours. My hands trembled the whole time. But once it was over, I felt something strange. Relief, like I could finally breathe. Weeks passed before Mom called. Her voice was small. "He's been arrested," she said. "They came to the house today." I waited for her to ask how I was. She didn't. She just said, "Everyone's blaming me. Your aunts, your cousins. They say I should have stopped you." I swallowed the lump in my throat. "You could have stopped him." She hung up. Months went by. I moved in with my friend Jess. Therapy helped. Slowly. But every night when I brushed my teeth, I'd see my reflection and hear her voice. "You'll regret speaking up." I didn't. Not once. 2 years later, I got a letter from her. It wasn't long, just a few lines written in shaky handwriting. "I saw him in court today. I didn't recognize. He looked small. You were brave. I'm sorry I wasn't. I'll never forgive myself for making you feel alone." I cried for the first time in months, not because of the pain, but because finally she saw it. Last week, I visited her. She looked older, thinner, tired. When she opened the door, she didn't say a word. She just hugged me tight. "I thought I'd lost you forever," she said. "You almost did," I whispered back. "But I needed you to understand." She nodded, eyes glassy. "I do now." We sat in silence for a while. The same kitchen table, the same mug, chipped on the rim, but this time there was no tension, just quiet. Before I left, she said something I'll never forget. "You were right, Lily. I do regret staying silent." And that was enough, not to erase the past, but to start healing from it. Later that night, I sat in my car outside her house for a long time, watching the light in the kitchen window flicker. I could see her shadow moving inside, slowly washing that same mug we'd both avoided looking at for years. It hit me then, how silence grows roots, how it wraps around generations like ivy until someone finally cuts it down. The next morning, she sent me a text. "Can we go to therapy together?" My fingers hovered over the keyboard before I typed back, "Yes." For the first time in my life, I didn't feel like the scared girl who kept secrets. I felt like the woman who broke the cycle. Healing isn't loud, it's small moments. Coffee that doesn't taste like guilt anymore. Hugs that don't feel forced. Words that don't shake when you speak them. I still don't know if my mom forgives herself. Maybe she never will. But when she looked at me that day and said she believed me, it gave me back something I thought I'd lost forever, my voice.